You will see the paper bags. You will see the SOL. How is this regime any different from Matt Patricia?
And the biggest thing that they did not address the defensive side of the ball. They waited. You picked second going into the season. You're supposed to struggle. Playoff team, should have been a playoff team. They have to show me that they can do something before I say it's an easy schedule.
Braylon, NFC North predictions.
NFC North predictions, I got the Minnesota Vikings win. Actually, go ahead and throw those up for me if you don't mind me. My man Fletch doing an amazing job with the graphs. And Flano Sam killing with the music today. Congratulations, young man. Here we go. I got the Minnesota Vikings at 12-5. I think they're renewed on offense and defense. You see they're still willing and dealing. They picked up Rieger, another wide receiver to fit in Kevin O'Connell's offense. Look, the Lions may only be keeping with 5 receivers, but they ain't the same for Minnesota Vikings. They're loading up at the wide receiver position. They have 2 running backs now outside of Dalvin Cook, so they're going to do an amazing job this season. And then you see I got the Green Bay Packers. Everybody said they're going to take a step down. They lost Devontae Adams. Well, last time I checked, what was it? Aaron Rodgers is 18-0 without Devontae Adams.
Look at that.
18-0 without Devontae Adams. I'm not saying he's better with Devontae Adams, but he is.
Scott Romeo.
He is the reigning, defending, and you got to say it twice because he won back-to-back MVPs. Talking about Aaron Rodgers. He's got Romeo Doubs. He's got Christian Watson. Those are the young guys, but he also has Randall Cobb. He also has Valdez Scantling. He's got some guys in there.
Sammy Watkins.
He's got Sammy Watkins. I mean, guy has a Super Bowl, and he has played at a high level for years. Green Bay is going to be just as good because of that defense stuff. The moves that they made on that defensive side, especially in the draft. So look for them. And then the Lions at 6-11, and the Bears, they're going to fight it out for 3 and 4. The Lions 6-11. I showed you why I feel they're going to go 6-11. I think the Bears will struggle again. The Bears, they look a little bit better. I can see something out of Justin Fields, but I just don't know if they have the players to go along with what Justin Fields wants to get done this year. So that's why I got a 3rd place finish for the Detroit Lions.
Fair enough. I want to go back to Braylon's game-by-game predictions. And again, just for clarity, I'm not saying it's not going to happen,
right.
But if it happens like this, where they start the year 1-7, and then ultimately, if you go down to that bottom left-hand corner versus Jacksonville, if they lose to Jacksonville at home, they're going to get booed off the field at 3-9.
Yeah.
You will see the paper bags. You will see the SOL.
Yeah.
You will see the same old Lions 3-9. They're going to get booed off the field, and I think at that point, Lions fans all over the place are going to say, "Well, what the hell is different? How is this regime any different from Matt Patricia? What, we like him more? The results are the results." Now, I'm not saying that they won't win 3 in a row to end the year before that.
But you're like, those games don't matter.
But those games won't matter. That's like last year when they ended the season 3-5-1.
Yeah.
They were 0-8 or whatever. You know what I mean, or whatever their record was. So
0-11. Yeah.
It's like again, like Matt said, what was if the Tigers won the next 30 games, what does it matter? You know, they're out.
I understand it, but listen, progress is a slow process. And the biggest thing that they did not address the defensive side of the ball. They waited. They took their chance. You know, they went with a Pascal instead of a Nakobe Dean. That's still one that's mind-boggling me. And I hope that they got it right with that. And I hope that the Eagles learned something about Nakobe Dean that they thought they knew and they didn't. But with that being said, Nakobe Dean was a better pick at that second spot. I would have loved to have Nakobe Dean. We talk about needing a leader on that defense. That's why I was so excited. That's why I was so excited about potentially getting the move in Chicago, bringing in their linebacker. With that being said, progress, slow process. Look at the start of the season. Are they in these games? Are they losing by 2 points? Are they losing by 3 points? I know you're like a loss is a loss, so it doesn't matter.
No, that would matter, because then if they're losing by 2 or 3, then I'm certainly putting it on the coach. Then I absolutely am putting on. If you're getting blown out every week, I mean, maybe you're just outmanned. Maybe your talent in the NFL just isn't what it is. But if you are losing by 2 or 3 points every week, then I kind of look at the coaching staff and say, how are you helping these guys? Can't you draw something up at the end of the game, or at the end of half, or in a 2-minute drill, or in the middle 8, where you can get these guys going? Then I'd almost feel worse about the coaching staff if it was close than if it was a blowout.
I agree, but at the end of the thing, I agree with you, but at the end of the day, the other thing that I'm still looking at is we keep talking about this magical world where you put all these pieces together in offense and it just works because it's supposed to work. And I said this yesterday. That's the other thing I don't think that we're looking at, like looking at enough closely. We keep just saying, oh, Taylor Decker was here, Joshua Jackson, he went to Pro Bowl, and Penei Sewell and Frank Ragnow is the highest paid center. He's going to be so great. DeAndre Swift, like we keep talking about Jared Goff and the Monday Night Football game that I brought up, which I did. I said this is what he looks like when he has everything in front of him working on all cylinders. Yeah, but that hasn't happened here in Detroit. So it still has to happen. You still got to get that chemistry on the field. I'm not talking about off season. I'm talking about on the field. Got to get that going. It's just a tough sledding at the end of the day. This is the NFL. It's going to be tough, especially when you pick second going into the season. You're supposed to struggle. You may look better. 6 wins for me is you get better progress, slow process. I mean, you're just playing against playoff team, playoff team, playoff team, playoff team, playoff team. Should have been a playoff team, playoff team.
What happened to easy schedule?
Playoff team, playoff team, playoff team.
What happened to easy schedule?
Well,
I think you're looking at Washington, Seattle, Miami technically, because you're going by last year's record.
Yeah, but there's still, isn't it the 5th easiest schedule in the NFL?
Chicago twice, 2 New York teams, Carolina, and Jacksonville.
That should be 6 wins.
But here's the thing, though, Maz, and that's why I posed the question. I said this last week. I said, easy to who? When Ryan was talking, I think this was Thursday, we had this conversation. I said, easy to who? Like, yeah, if you say easy schedule to the Green Bay Packers, all right, I get it. Green Bay's got Aaron Rodgers, and they win 11 games or 13 games every year. If you say easy to the Buffalo Bills, yeah, this is an easy schedule to the Buffalo Bills. But if you're saying easy, but then you're telling me it should be easy for the Detroit Lions, who were 3-13-1 the year before that, and picked 2nd overall this year, well, I'm not buying it because they have to show me that they could do something before I say it's an easy schedule for them.
I get it.
It's easy for some people, but not easy
paper.
for everybody.
It's on paper.
Yeah. Absolutely. It's fun to talk about. And can we both say we hope you're wrong?
Yeah, 100%. I don't want to do.
All 3 of us can say we hope you're wrong.
I don't want to do 18 weeks if this is true.
I mean, honestly, I'd rather, if they go 6-11, I hope they start 6-0.
Yeah,
rather than lose the last 11, because I'm telling you, there is nothing worse than waiting all year for NFL football and then starting the year 1-7, or 1-4, and then 1-7. There is nothing worse than that, and nothing after that even friggin' matters.
I think the best scenario for the Detroit Lions, if I'm being honest, in the first 5 weeks, let's do it by 5. First, well, I guess you could go 6. Let's go 6. Best case scenario, first 6 games, that's Philly through Dallas, is 3-3 was the absolutely best. That means you beat Washington, you beat Seattle, and
you won at New England or
just Dallas. But most obvious case scenario, I believe, is going to be 1-7 or 2-5. I mean 1-4, 1-5.